A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set to happy holiday. Everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports, thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
BA, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys have got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
Man, we'll stay in this seat as long as you would like.
Ooh, we got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
Now look at the starting group for the Pistons. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Kate Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3, small forward. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
The Rockets have gone 1 for 3 so far. And Durant with the big finish.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. We played just over a minute here in the first, and we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Şengün had a miss there on the triple.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Pass to Cunningham. Now here's Duren. Thompson with a steal. Durant inside. Coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Duren with a steal. For 3, here's Harris. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. A quick shot there. It's off target.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
That's good from Durant on the assist by Şengün.
The control KD has from any spot on the floor, that's what makes him different.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. Now here's Cunningham. 27 points his last game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Okay, plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helping. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. BA, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's Thompson. And foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I like when Thompson goes in strong like this. I mean, just forcing the defense to act.
And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding one or two more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the three cities at the forefront of these conversations.
That's 4 turnovers for them in this one. Just lazy play early.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Left side, Eason. Holiday from long range. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Duren. And stolen by Green. Cunningham against Holiday. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Duren against Green. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Here's Shepherd. He's watched by Cunningham. Takes a three. And it's Shepherd missing. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Duren finds Cunningham. Over Green. And it's Cunningham missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. The shot by Holiday, no good. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham passes to Thompson. And here's Harris. The 3-ball. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Pass to Shepherd. Outside Holiday. Over to the left wing. From downtown. And there's Shepherd. That one's good on the assist by Holiday.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And so it's the Houston Rockets finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
We've got Clint Capella. Kevin Durant is out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Şengün in at the 4. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The Pistons clear it. They traveled to Houston last time they faced the Rockets. Came away with a win.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
Anytime you get starter-level production out of the second unit, you put yourself in a position to succeed.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
Do you think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
That doesn't go either for Thompson. The Rockets lead by 10. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. And Jaden Ivey subbed in for Thompson. Duran with it. Guarded by Stewart. From deep, Capella. The rebound by Detroit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Good work following the miss. You can't overlook the rebounding ability of Harris.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The free throw drops for Harris. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
And you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Now here's Stewart. 8 points in his last timeout. 4 on the clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Cunningham looking around. From the top of the key, Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Şengün, a screen on Ivy. Back to Şengün. The 3 is up. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pistons trail by 9. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Cunningham throws it down.
There's Cunningham showing off that leaping ability. Outstanding finish with the slam.
Thompson, that's good.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Stewart. It's hauled in by Houston. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. Thompson, he's checked in for Ivy.
Team foul. In for Detroit, number 9.
Here's Durant. Katie jams it straight down.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. Now, that would have been a true Shams moment.
Here's Cunningham. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. The shake. Driving to the basket. Capella with a rebound.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. In for the Rockets. Jenkins is checked in for Detroit. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. Number 5, Houston.
It's one thing to take a lot of threes. It's another to take good ones, and they do. And they have some great shooters.
51 seconds left in the first half. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jenkins. The three, here's Harris. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Durant, the pass to Smith. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Pistons trail by 12. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson left side. That one's good for 2. Thompson's got 14.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Harris against Thompson. To the right side. Here's Jenkins. No good on the triple. Amen Thompson. He is feeling it tonight. And he's been the driving force for the Houston Rockets. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Clint, an outstanding first half for this team at the defensive end of the floor. What was the key?
Just be consistent. Defensive rebounding was one of our keys tonight, and it's just the start. So we're going to try to stay locked in on it. We know this is our key in our transition to make a stop here and run. So we're just going to keep going.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Houston Rockets.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak. It just needed a capper. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. And we got a question here from Christo at Point. Between Kenny and Shaq, who's the best at playing 2K?
Oh, it's got to be me, Ernie. Come on. Shaq's hands are too big for the controller.
See, that's what you're mistaken, my guy. I don't even need a controller, Kenny. I'm in the game. I can program it from the inside.
So basically, you're saying you're going to cheat. Yeah, okay. That disqualifies you right there.
Well, Christo, I bet that's not the answer you were expecting. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amen Thompson.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duren in at the center position. And probably one of the least favorite opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. They'll take something out of you.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. The three. Adams grabs the miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Green, and he gets that one. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Duren up top. Knocked loose. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Holiday from long range. Doesn't go for him. Cunningham with some nice D. Pistons trail by 14. Now here's Duren. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Houston leading by 14. Pass to Adams. Stolen by Thompson. Cunningham outside. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, BA. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
With a whole new group out there. And a chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. Fourth, Alperen Şengün.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Off the inbound. Durant's shot is off.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Robinson gets the bucket.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Here's Capella, following the three-pointer by Detroit. To the inside, Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Capella, screen on Robinson. Pass to Şengün. Launches a three. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cunningham finds Thompson. That three's off the mark. And so Capella will bring it up for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Pistons trail by 10. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Greg.
Yeah, BA. He throws his weight around. But what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And the three off target. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Duren. It's hauled in by Houston.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And the Rocket, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coaches.
It's confirmed.
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still beat.
Making some changes. Eason's checked in for Clint Capella, and Okogie is subbed in for Durant. Detroit also making some changes. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. LeVert comes in for Thompson, and Ivy subbed in for Robinson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Pistons trail by 11. Duran with a screen on Thompson. Cunningham passes to Duran. Count that bucket. Duran's got 8 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
There's the help with LeVert. Eason finds Thompson. Out to the right wing. Smith passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Smith no good. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Ivy passes to Duran. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Şengün. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pistons trail by 9.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness from Cunningham, just searching for the foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
And Detroit making a change here. Both free throws good from Cunningham. 12 seconds left in the third. Here's Shepard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, Shepard's so creative with the ball. He confuses the defenders.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Second free throw, no good. There's Cunningham with a 3. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Rockets on top, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Kevin Durant is out there with Thompson. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Cunningham up top, guarded by Durant. Durant against Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Şengün with a steal. Durant surveying the D. On the wing, Durant. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 7. It's Stewart, high post. Şengün with a steal. Here's Smith. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Thompson.
And when you talk about guys who are built for the modern game, add Smith's name to that list.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And some changes here for Detroit. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. And Ivy subbed in for LeVert. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
Thanks for that, Allie. That's good from Smith.
Look, a big man who can score at all 3 levels, they do not grow on trees. Smith Jr., he is one of them. Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Off target from 3-point range.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. The ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Pistons on the break.
Oh, elite speed. Ivy will be one of the fastest young players in this league.
Here's Durant. Thompson finds Durant from the baseline. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And that's now 20 points for Durant.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Now Thompson. Ivy fires. Can't hit it.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Durant takes it in. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
Outstanding at penetrating to the rim. Durant's long strides, they're just tough to keep pace with.
Cunningham against Durant. Now Cunningham. And Şengün, here we go. Oh, the stuff!
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Cunningham. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Talking about Alperen Şengün for a moment. What are some things that stand out about him to you, RJ?
I would say his passing for sure. He's very Jokic-esque with some of the dimes that he drops. And we've seen him accept a bigger role on the scoring side also.
And Detroit making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Durant going inside. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Duran with a screen on Durant. Here's Duran. Oh, no good! Unable to win this run. Outside Capella. Now Thompson. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pistons trail by 16.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Rockets.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Şengün pulls it down. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 17-4 run. Here's Capella, the 11-footer. Outside Durant, from deep. Duran pulls it down. And here's Detroit. They trail by 18. Now Thompson, from 11 feet away. Capella pulls it down. 16 seconds left in the game. Durant. And it's good. 2 points.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And here's Duran for 3. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together. And this is all that I expected, man. I'm glad that, we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
All right. Thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it.
boy Max.
Zador is talking specifically about coaching. Is this the point in the season where a staff can try to light a spark under a player?
Yeah, a couple things to decide. That first, how is your team doing versus what you believe your ceiling is? And second, what kind of effort are you getting on a daily basis? We know these coaches. They are not afraid to light a fire when necessary. And sometimes, Kev, it's necessary.
So here's Oklahoma City starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. For 3, Durant. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
This is one of the best to ever do it. Simply stated, Durant is lethal from behind the arc, and the efficiency is incredible.
Now here's Williams. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Here's Williams, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
And both free throws good for Williams.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, coach said, so our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Thunder. Here's KD. And the rejection by Holmgren.
You have to be careful if Jeff Holmgren's around defensively. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Thompson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And it's Jordan off the drive. And he lays it straight in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Making a change here. Smith has checked in. Let's see the stat sheet here for Alperen Şengün.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Nobody near Williams. Hits the three-point bomb.
3 points.
Williams has got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in his system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Thompson misses. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Mitchell wide open. Another shot. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Here's Durant. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Thompson's got his second basket.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
Count that one for George.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Hartenstein passes to Mitchell. Williams with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Williams dishes to Holmgren. Back to Williams. Fires the three. Rebound by Smith.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That shot, no good. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Şengün inside. Defended by Dort. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. 19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Holmgren with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Caruso. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. GA here about 3 levels scored. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball. And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Out to Smith. Houston moving it around. KD looking around. Thompson passes to Şengün.
We all know Dort is one of the outstanding defenders in the game, and boy, how about that contest? He is a difference maker on that end.
Williams against Smith. Count that bucket. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
A deep three from Durant. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Fifth on the list, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
What we know about Kevin Durant is this is a seasoned veteran who is so comfortable in his own skin. For Kevin Durant, it's about the purity of the game and the competition.
Now here's Durant. He has 7.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Hartenstein with the screen on Durant. Kicks it out to Wiggins. With the floater, Şengün with the rebound. Rockets trail by 13. He can't hit that time. Good D by Holmgren.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And the 3 ball is good. Wiggins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. If you leave him that open, my goodness.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Durant in the corner. Launches a 3. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Warriors, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Rockets trail by 16. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Holmgren.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Capella. Green comes in for Şengün. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Thompson. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wiggins.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Smith, the pass to Shepard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Holmgren. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Holmgren's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Shepard. Nothing on the board. Adams in the corner. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Left side, Williams. Three-pointer. And the Thunder, another three.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the wide open shot from Green. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Count that one.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Thunder. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside. All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. That's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Houston Rockets.
If you can't stop anybody, you can't win. It's just that simple.
Yeah, the game's been completely one-sided, and we promised our viewers a good contest. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jalen Williams has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Alperen Şengün out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Durant in at the two-guard spot. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Screen by Capella. No good from Durant.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Dort passes to Williams. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Another bucket down low. They've been the...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
the previous play is under NBA rules.
So fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Now, the challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in, they've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Thunder. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number one spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Rockets, 6.5 games behind them.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Dort misses.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long, 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Outside for KD. It's good from long range. KD's got 12 in the game.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Thompson against SGA. Pass to Holmgren. Offline with his three.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Williams up on top. From deep. Some solid defense there from KD. Thompson left side. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Dort. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Şengün with the ball. Now SGA defending.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Holmgren. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that. And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Durant gets to Şengün. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Over in the corner, Williams. Releases. And it's Durant missing.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Beyond the arc. And another three for Houston.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Zhang comes in for Holmgren. And Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for George. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Kevin, back over to you.
You just won a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Boy, that's a big-time finish by Isaiah Hartenstein. This guy a better athlete than you think.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here he goes. That's it, and the Oklahoma City leaders got down to just 10 points on the bucket from Shepard.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Holiday against Williams. Holiday, the pass to Shepard. Adams outside. Just 5 to shoot. Eason finds Adams. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins from outside. Tipped away. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Katie against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
In the corner, Tate with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Fires from way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The guard pair for him, Gilgeous-Alexander and Williams. Zhang is out there with Hartenstein, and it's Caruso in at the small forward.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
For the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's Jabari Smith in for Tate. And Mark Dagnall calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Adams, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Then for the Thunder, Holmgren, he's checked in for Zhang. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is the ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's SGA. Outside, Dort. Back to SGA. Holmgren wide open. And that comes off the assist by SGA. SGA's got 5 assists in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. Şengün with a wide open look. Another miss by Houston. SGA against Smith. Williams. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, KD is showing a little bit of elevation.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. SGA up top. He's covered by Thompson. Holmgren can't hit.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Thompson finds Şengün with the putback. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
First team foul. At the line for Houston, Steven Adams. At the line, shooting 1.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Thompson, there's the drive.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Dort. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Williams rips it down with 2 hands.
There is a reason this team goes through Jalen Williams at this moment.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Rockets. Trailing by 5. The 3 is off.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Takes the 3. Hartenstein with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Now Holmgren. Williams fired. Knocks down the 3.
Yeah, Jalen Williams keeping his foot on the gas pedal here. He is staying in attack mode.
KD on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Jacks up a three. Kevin Durant, bullseye. Money on the three.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
All right, here's Williams. Hartenstein with the screen on KD. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Another chance. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. Free throw good from Hartenstein.
Boy, there are so many things to admire about Hartenstein's game. Excellent passer, unselfish on the offensive end, makes floaters at a ridiculous level, and boy, do you know you're going to get a high level of defensive physicality nightly.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And yeah, it's good.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Williams.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
And that one falls. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams. And the three misses. Rockets on offense. 7-point differential. Thompson outside Smith. From outside, Hartenstein with the rebound. Dort. Oh, the dunk. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, so that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Williams.
Happy holidays, everyone. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy... buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. Of course, they make you work for everything.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Josh Okogie is out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Kevin Durant, then it's Thompson, and it's Smith in at the small forward position. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a three-point game. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Alperen Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Shot from the inbound, and the layup by Durant.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
Pass to Şengün. Şengün, a screen on Williams. That's good from Durant on the assist by Şengün. Durant's got 5.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
SGA finds Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. And it's all from three-point range.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Lets the three fly. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Williams' shot is good.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Thompson passes to Adams. Thompson.
Hey, yo, right here.
5 to shoot. Adams a screen. Out to the wing. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Off the left rim and out. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Williams played it in with a nice touch off the window. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
You can't have a better start than that. Connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Dort outside. Launches it. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Dort's got his second basket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
Thunder leading by 4. Left side SGA. From deep, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Currently scoring almost 32 a game. So valuable on offense. Kicks it out to Holmgren. The three. It's rebounded by Houston. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
For years, Durant has spoiled us with his incredible shot-making ability.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back over to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Adams. Fires from deep. Durant's shot is off. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
And Holmgren with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Knocked away. It's stolen by SGA. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Shoots over Thompson. And it's SGA missing.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Sengun.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Here's Durant. He's got 12. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Up in time. No good that time. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Thunder. They lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. Shea and Williams man the backcourt, and it's Hartenstein in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Lou Dort picks one up.
And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
He's off on the second. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Durant finds Sengun. On the wing, Thompson. With the 10-footer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't.
Oh, man.
Look out below.
And we see the speed and power. And Williams shows off on that one.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And that one's good. Thompson.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now here's SGA. 27 points his last game. Fires the 3, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Adams has got rebound number 7 tonight. And Durant with the big finish.
What sets Durant apart is his handles. They're almost unseen for a guy of his height.
And here's SGA outside. And stolen by Durant. Thompson attacking. Pass to Smith from behind the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Williams with it. He's picked up by Adams. Williams misses.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And Thompson gets it to go.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Now here's SGA. Pass to Dort. Şengün with a steal. And here's Thompson. Dort with a steal. And here's the fast break. SGA passes to Williams. Now here's Şengün. He's covered by Holmgren. Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Dort to halt the run. Adams grabs the miss.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Houston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. Green comes in for Şengün. Eason's checked in for Smith. And it's Shepard in for Amen Thompson. And there's 1:38 left in the half. Here comes Durant. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. A minute and a half left in the second quarter. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. To stop the drought. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Williams.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Durant with it. Watched by Wallace. Here's Eason. Houston with another miss. Under trail by 6. On the wing, Mitchell. 13 points in the win against Philadelphia.
First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Caruso misses. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Kenrich Williams. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Now here's Caruso. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Oklahoma City shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw is good for Mitchell. So for Oklahoma City, Jang, he's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Holiday's checked in for the Rockets.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
30 seconds left in the first half of this one. Mitchell, the pass to Cijay. Back to Mitchell. Top of the key. Capella with a rebound. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Shepard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Shepard's got his first 2 points of the night. There's a screen by Jang. Capella with a block. And So it's Houston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
KD, you were so on top of it defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Thanks, Kevin.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And thank you for joining us as with 2 quarters.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
You know, for the Rockets, they've underperformed thus far, but
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
He is giving the fans exactly what they came to see. He is a human highlight reel.
So, on the floor for Houston, Shepard is out there with Aaron Holiday. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Green in at the 4-man position. Now here's Mitchell. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Jang. Williams is checked in for Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. The shot by Dort, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
With the putback. Here's Shepard. Holmgren with the block.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
Eason with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Shepard. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Good on the shot.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And stolen by Williams. And Dort with the bucket on the assist by SGA. Dort's got 11 points.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Holiday passes to Capella. Here's Shepard. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Shepard's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
Pass to Williams. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Houston.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Tim, when you talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
He's a former second-round pick, BA, and he wasn't really a key rotation player in this league until year 4. But now he's become invaluable as a dirty work big man.
Now here's SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Williams from long range. Capella with a rebound. Houston leading by 11. Pass to Shepard. Rejected by Holmgren.
Well, you can't sleep on Holmgren's defense. His wingspan helps him come away with blocks like that.
Williams against Green. Williams' shot is good. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter. Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. pass to Green, who poked away. SGA with a steal. Now here's Williams. Shot's good. SGA making the play. SGA's got his 6th assist of the night. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Houston making some changes. And here's a look at some numbers for Alperen Şengün.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 7. Durant, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Thunder trail by 4. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And Şengün gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
SGA passes to Williams. From deep, SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Thompson finds Durant over Williams. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Durant's got 21 points in the game. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. There's the 3. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain. Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points. Oh, he got it off in time.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Whew. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Rockets on top. They lead by 1. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Williams and Dort fill out the perimeter. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jang in at center. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Williams finds SGA. No good with the triple.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Şengün. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
And I love when Şengün is aggressive inside, making the D foul him right there.
Both free throws good from Şengün. A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Oh, they get a hand on it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He's feeling it. Williams misses. Houston leading by 3. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets the bucket on the breakaway.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Oh, SGA going to town inside.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Here's Durant. Holmgren there for the rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Durant fires. Here's Şengün. Another shot. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Thunder trail by 3. Now Gilgeous-Alexander puts the move on. It's off. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Now Smith shoots it up. Tight D, making that one difficult. Holmgren right side. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Şengün with a steal.
And his active hands right there prevented that entry pass.
Rejected by Holmgren. Outside Dort to tie it up. Şengün pulls it down. Houston leading by 3. Thompson left side. Oh, it misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. The triple drop.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
Durant draws the double. Now Smith. Outside Durant. Puts up a deep 3. Ooh, it misses. Williams in the post. Defended by Thompson. Şengün against Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Bam! 10, rocking the rim.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in.
Number 17, Eason.
Thompson scanning the floor. Now Durant, the 19-footer. Here's Şengün. They swipe it. Holmgren with it. Now Thompson defending.
That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Durant draws the double. Now Şengün. Let's loose for 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Şengün's got everyone's trust right now late in games.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
And you just know that Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be the one taking these shots. How clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Given the situation here, one sort of strategy needs to be top of mind.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Durant against Williams. Jacks up a 3. He's off from 3. Dort outside. Jams it home!
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
And so the Thunder take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.